Hello everyone, my name is Junso Hong from the Department of Industrial Engineering at Yonsei University. This research was conducted jointly with Changmin Ji, an undergraduate student at Yonsei University, Lee-Hyun Jung, a research assistant at the Center of Financial Technologies at Yonsei University, and Professor Kang-won An. On behalf of my co-authors, I am pleased to present our study entitled Structural Patterns of Bench Clearing Incidents in the KBO League. Policy Implications through Network Analysis. Our study began with a simple question. Can bench clearing incidents in professional baseball be viewed not merely as emotional outbursts, but as structural and recurring social phenomena? While conflicts in professional sports can arise from momentary emotions, they may also reflect institutional structures and cultural contexts that reproduce competitive rivalries over time. We focused on this second aspect, repetition and structure, and attempted to verify it using data. Previous studies have mainly examined sports such as ice hockey, where physical contact is frequent, emphasizing violence presentation and injury reduction. For example, Cusimano analyzed the effects of institutional interventions on reducing player violence. However, bench clearing in baseball has a different nature. It is not merely a fight. It is a collective conflict in which an entire team acts together, reflecting long-term rivalries, accumulated emotions, and symbolic relationships between teams. Despite its significance, almost no research and structurally analyzed bench clearing in baseball. Therefore, our study aimed to identify structural and recurring patterns of bench clearing incidents in the KBO League and to derive policy implications from these patterns. To do so, we constructed a two-mode network, connecting teams and players who appeared together in each incident. Through this, we were able to identify actors repeatedly located at the center of the league's conflict network. Let me now describe the data. Our dataset includes 115 official bench clearing incidents in the KBO League from 2001 to May 2025, collected from official disciplinary records and major media reports. Among the 10 KBO teams, we excluded KT Wiz and NC Dinos, both founded in the 2010s, to maintain historical consistency. For teams that changed names, for example Hyundai Unicorns to Kium Heroes and SK Wyverns to SSG Landers, we treated them as continuous organizations. Chronologically, incidents increased sharply between 2004 and 2009, peaking at 12 cases in 2007. During 2020 and 2021, no cases occurred because spectators were banned and bench clearing was officially prohibited due to COVID-19. Since 2022, incidents have stabilized at about 2 to 3 per year. This trend indicates that bench clearing is not random emotion, but a structural phenomenon influenced by institutional and temporal factors within the league. Now I will explain our analytical approach. We presented each incident as a network rather than a simple list. Each team and player involved in an incident was modeled as a node, and a link was created between nodes that appears in the same incident. This structure allows us to observe both inter-team relationships and repeated player participation patterns. We employed 4 centrality measures. First, degree centrality. How frequently a node participated in incidents. Second, eigenvector centrality. Not only the number of connections, but also the influence of connected counterparts, indicating depth of impact. Third, hop score. The extent to which a node initiates or derives incidence. Fourth, authority score. The extent to which a node receives influence or becomes a target of incidence. Through these measures, we quantitatively identified each team's and players' position in the league-wide conflict structure. At the team level, the Doosan Bears recorded the highest degree centrality, followed by the Samsung Lions. This means these two teams were most frequently involved in incidents across diverse opponents, consistently occupying the core of league conflicts. The SSG Landers and LG Twins exhibited relatively high hop scores and eigenvector centrality, suggesting that they played more influential roles in initiating or spreading incidents. In contrast, Hanwha, Lotte, Kia, and Kium showed lower centrality, meaning their involvement was less frequent and less influential. Overall, bench clearing events are not evenly distributed but structurally concentrated among a few teams. At the player level, Shin Gap-yong and Kim Dong-ju had the highest degree centrality, making them key figures for frequently involved throughout the study period. They were followed by Na Ji-won, Seo Seung-hwa, and Oh Jae-won. Notably, Oh Jae-won recorded the highest eigenvector centrality, indicating that he often appeared alongside other influential players, serving as a score connector in the league's conflict network. These results demonstrate that a small number of specific players play central and recurring roles in maintaining and reproducing the league's conflict structure. In summary, this study analyzed 115 bench clearing incidents in the KBO League from 2001 to 2025 using a network analysis perspective. Our findings show that bench clearing is not an accidental event, but a repetitive structural behavior pattern. At the team level, Doosan and Samsung consistently occupied central hub positions, while SSG and LG were key actors influencing the spread or initiation of incidents. At the player level, figures such as Oh Jae-won, Kim Dong-ju, and Na Ji-won repeatedly appeared as pivotal nodes in the conflict network. This result highlights that new work analysis is a powerful tool for uncovering latent structures of sports conflicts. They also suggest that disciplinary policies should move beyond event-by-event punishment and instead consider structurally central actors and teams in the network. Finally, we plan to extend this methodology to other professional leagues, such as MLB or MPB, to compare how league structures and cultural factors shape conflict patterns. Such comparative analysis would contribute to a broader international understanding of sports conflict dynamics. That concludes my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention.